Okay, and what? Hello, everyone. Oh, I'm so excited to have you here tonight. And wow, what an incredible seminar that we had. I was so impressed with the company and how they put it on this year. I mean, I know last year we were working through some, just learning how to do things. And this year, the seminar, even though it was virtually, to me was so impressive. And I was so proud of each and every one of you. And I was so excited to watch your accomplishments, to see your names all over, as each day went by with all of your achievements. And I was so proud to represent you as the #2 national, representing the #2 area in the Sapphire Seminar, #11 nationwide. You are all amazing. And one of the things I loved so much was that theme, let it be me. And I think that as we're starting this new year, of course, we've had July and we're almost to the end of August. Can you believe it, how fast things happen? That we are all thinking about what we can accomplish in this new year. And I know that it is going to be great. We have so many of you that have set such big goals. And I know that great things are going to happen. And I know that this will be our next inner circle year as a national area. And again, I am so proud of you. Well, tonight we do have a special guest, and we're getting her on. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty, but Tammy, of course, my executive assistant that's been working with me, I think that what we should do is just go ahead and get started. And I think the first thing that we do is a giveaway, and we've got some directors to help. So why don't we start with that? We can move into the recognition, and then we'll get Bridget on as we finish that.
Can you hear me, Pam?
I can. Hey,
Lisa. Congratulations. Thank you so much. We had such a fabulous seminar, I have to say. It was.
Hey, and congratulations to you.
Thanks.
You had a great year. Look at that diamond. Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Yes, gorgeous.
Well, I am in charge of our first giveaway. So for all the consultants out there, what is the last day to use your seminar order credit? I used mine today. So exciting. Ordered all the new holiday products. Woo! And they're already on their way to be delivered tomorrow to my house. So
yay.
Yes. So
I love it.
Everybody answer in the comments, what is the last day to use your seminar order credit?
Oh.
Do we have some answers?
Well, that is important to know.
It is important to know.
Because you don't ever want to waste a penny. That is, I mean, that's profit, right?
Exactly.
And I know as people are getting on, they can go back and put that in the chat. But that is that's amazing. I love that the company does that, Lisa. I can remember, as you and I were coming up in the business, and every time we went to career conference, that's the one thing they would say, right? It wasn't credit like this, but they would give us boxes of product just for coming.
Right. Yeah. I love it.
Just for registering, because they knew it was so important for us to be there. And so that they continue to do that even virtually. I think that's just phenomenal. I really, really do. We have an answer.
We have an answer, and she is correct. Melissa Davis from the Super Fantastic area. Woohoo!
Great job. Congratulations, Melissa.
Yay.
Thanks, Lisa. See you in a minute.
I'll see you in a bit.
So I believe that we've got our guest speaker ready to go. I'm going to tell you a little bit about her, and I'm just so excited because she's such a good friend of mine and getting to be a better and better friend over time. And her name is Bridget Brittle Hivert. And we have just enjoyed traveling around the world together and getting to know each other as we're both building our national areas. She actually began her career in San Diego, California. She earned her first car and was promoted to sales director within 18 months of her start date in the company. As a director, she led her unit to 15 unit circles, with unit retail sales ranging from $250,000 a year all the way up to $650,000 in a year. And we all know that circle of excellence winning those top director trips. She was recognized in her national area. She was in the Christine Peterson national area that Christine came up with my mom. And but she was recognized as the best all-around director 4 times. She has earned 11 pink Cadillacs. She has earned 3 Mercedes-Benz using the cash compensation that the company generously offers us as an option when we're earning free cars. And of course, you know that she loves diamonds. She has earned a diamond watch, diamond bumblebee, diamond bracelets, a charm. Of course, we get a beautiful silver charm with charms from that signify every trip that we go on. She has earned 34 diamond cluster rings totaling 5 carats each, and world-class trips for she and her husband to places that we have traveled together. I love you, Bridget. To Switzerland, Venice, Italy, Vienna, Austria, Budapest, Hungary, Sydney, Australia, Paris, France, London, the British Isle cruise. I remember that. I love that one. Dublin, Ireland, Milan, Italy, Hawaii twice, and we're going back in May, right? God willing that we get that trip. We're going back in next May. Beijing, China, London, Lisbon, Portugal, Barcelona, Spain, Rome, Italy, Monte Carlo. Oh, I love that trip. Monte Carlo and Monaco, Portofino, Italy, and of course, Nice and Saint-Tropez, France. Oh, I miss those trips. Just talking about it gets me excited of the possibilities of our future and the future for all of you. Her highest entire area, retail sales for 1 year has been over $5 million in retail sales. Her highest monthly earnings, and this is girl size pay, over $26,000 in 1 month. Bridget is a member of the Millionaires Club, earning over $2 million in her Mary Kay career. She has got such a supportive husband, Tom. He is awesome. And a handsome son, Cole. 2 bonus sons, Dan and Brian, and 3 bonus granddaughters. And of course, her fur baby, Maddie. Bridget believes time is the highest commodity on earth, and to use it wisely and to live your life with no regrets. She is excited to be developing in her national area new offspring directors and several NSD offsprings coming soon. She is from Winfield, Illinois. Please help me welcome my friend, Bridget Brittle Hivert. I love you, Bridget. Welcome and thank you.
God, thank you so much for having me.
Oh my gosh, we're so excited to have you. I mean, you look beautiful.
Oh my God. You guys are, well, you know, we just love, we can never have enough bling.
I love it. I love it.
I out for this incredible national area. I mean, number 2, really, I can't wait to join the ranks with you for sure. And
you're going to be there soon.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Such an honor to be asked to speak to your incredible On the Move, moving on up. This is the moment in time. If they, you know, they always say right time, right place. It's now. Of course, it's always been the right time and right place, which is so funny. I say that, but it's true. And I know you're all reeling from seminar, and you know they say when you get it going, keep it going. And so when the motivation kind of gets a little way, hopefully you've been taking action on your goals and strategy, so that because you know that action really is the motivation. We get motivated, but then if you don't take action, it didn't do anything. So
and that is really true.
Yeah.
And Bridget, I'm, you know, like, I just want to say this, and then I'm going to go, because I want everyone to hear. I'm going to go back to the backstage, but I want everyone to hear from you, because I just want everyone to know what an amazing woman that you are. And what an incredible national. And I had the privilege a few weeks ago to speak to your national area, to your sales directors, and that was so much fun. I mean, your directors are such women of excellence. And I want you to know that mine are too, and all of my consultants that are on this call. And we do Mary Kay the same way. And I think that's one of the reasons that we connected.
Yep.
We believe in this opportunity, but we believe in our heritage and what everything means. And
Yeah.
you're just such an amazing friend. And I'll come back on when you finish, but I just want you to say how much I appreciate you and how much I love you. And so take it away.
Oh, thank you so much. And it is true. We are so like-minded, and you do find each other. Have you ever gone to even a party, and not a Mary Kay party, but just even a wedding or anywhere, and you kind of find, oh, that's a sharp one. Oh, you kind of, they say that good energy, check this out. This is a kind of a fun fact. You can radiate as far as 15 feet. So if you're positive and you are moving on up and you're like passionate about what you do, you're radiating energy 15 feet away. Can you believe it? And so it's no surprise that, I just love Pam so much, and we became fast friends. And it's true, her mom and my mom in the business, Christine Peterson, they were inner circle together, and it was such an honor and a privilege. And so a lot of my upbringing, well, all of it, really came from that big thinking mentality. And so that's really how I got in the business. And you can actually, even from my iStory, there's some great training points as to, because what's new is old and old is new. There's some things that just never change, and how to build a big business. And so I actually, my background really quick, I did get a degree in social work. I never used it because I got out there and I thought, oh my gosh, I want to take all the dogs home with me and their pets. I can't be the social worker. That's too sad. So then I actually got married right out of college, and he was a tennis pro. We got married, had a baby really quick. I was like 23, and we decided to make a major move from Chicago. I'm like 5th generation Chicago girl. And we decided to relocate to San Diego. And I do believe in divine intervention. I believe the reason we moved to San Diego is so that I could meet Christine Peterson. I really believe that. That's where she grew up, and that's where she lived and built her business. And she was an executive director at that time. So what happened was, in my apartment complex, we literally drove on faith, just like, oh, this looks like a good place to live. And I found a place to live, and we had this little 7-month-old adorable baby, and we had no jobs lined up. So I can hopefully give people hope, and you can share my story. We had one car to share between my husband and myself and this little baby. And the moms out there, they're still babies. He's 35 and they're still your babies. But, I looked in his brown eyes and I thought, I cannot let anyone babysit this child. I've got to figure something out. And, the other thing is, I wanted to work. Like I didn't want to necessarily alphabetize a spice rack and do all that. I really wanted to have a career. I grew up in an entrepreneurial family. My entire family were entrepreneurs, all men. My mom even had a little, entrepreneur business, home decorating. And so I went to college. This is kind of a funny story. I went to college. My dad said, just go 1 year. He was trying to get me away from Jim, my high school lover, my boyfriend. And I thought, all right, Dad, I'm going 1 year and that's it. I'm going to start a business, because what's the point? He goes, just go 1 year, because I grew up in a really small town. So I went to college and stepped on campus, and I go, Jim who? He was out the door. And, that's how it is in life. When your mind expands, when you get into a bigger vision, when you see more, then you want more. And thank gosh he did that. But I got the degree anyway. I think it was just to go through the motions. And anyway, back to the story. I'm in San Diego, and I was trying to figure out what to do. I was out of work. So I was introduced to Mary Kay literally with no job. I've only had a Mary Kay. That's it. So somebody in my apartment building actually met my husband, was teaching tennis. He was a tennis pro. He would do some side lessons in the build on our property for cash. And his girlfriend said, hey, can I call your wife? And I'm doing a Mary Kay party. I'm getting started. And you know how men are. So you got to talk to the men. You got to get your husbands talking, and you got to get everybody talking, because men are so awesome. Because he goes, sure, here's her phone number. Back then it was a landline. And she called me right away, and she invited me to a party. And I go, who referred you to me? And she goes, your husband. I'm like, oh, geez. Okay. And she said, would you come and, experience the skincare and help me? And I like that word. Women will help. And she said, I need your help. And I'd never even met her. And I go, well, okay, sure. If you need my help, I'll come give you my opinion. So I went to the skincare class in my apartment complex, of course, fell in love with the product. But honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, straight up, is don't leave big business on the table by not talking about the career, because she talked leadership, directorship, earning a car at the party. And so while I'm trying the skincare, while I loved it, I bought the career that night. Okay, in my mind. And I was like, really? Well, how many hours do you work? And da, 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 da. And she was hitting all my buttons for the leadership and directorship and the big thinking. And then I thought, oh, just forget it. In my mind, I bought a lip gloss. It was Fancy Nancy, and it's still Fancy Nancy. No, it was Pink Pearl then. Now it's Fancy Nancy. And I left the party. So here's what I'm going to say happened. She didn't know it, but she was looking at a national sales director. Isn't that crazy? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're on, there are people you're staring at that, how many would you have overlooked a 22, 23-year-old who had no job, no car, a baby, just moved to town across country, no money, and bought a lip gloss? You probably, hopefully you didn't think, well, forget that one. Well, thank goodness that consultant called her director, Christine Peterson, and said, well, I met someone at my party and she was asking questions. Ringy dingy. Christine called me within hours of that party. So there's another tip, is the fortune is in the follow-up. And she followed up. So always give your number. You got to call your director or call your senior or call your national and say, oh, I met this woman in my class. What should I do? And she'll tell you what to do, or she'll call for you. Thank goodness Christine called. I would have never called her back. Like the consultant, the director called me and said, well, I'd like to talk to you about the opportunity and leadership. We're building directors. And that was what caught my attention. And I said, well, okay, I don't have a car and I don't have daycare. She goes, great. I'll come over this afternoon, 3:00. She booked me right on the spot with all these objections. Like I threw 10 of them at her. I go, okay. And she pulled up in her pink Cadillac and I opened the door. Tip number 4, she looked like $1 million, like front page of Vogue magazine. And I went, I think I actually heard angels singing. And I go, oh my gosh, I have lawn furniture because we haven't really gotten it together yet. We sold everything to move out here. And she sat graciously on my lawn furniture and she looked at me like I could do anything. And she talked about taking her daughter Shannon to horseback riding lessons. And Shannon, her daughter, is a senior national right now also. And she hit my buttons and I signed up right away. I was hoping the check would clear. I mean, literally $85 back then. And so there you have it. And I was scared to death, of course, like we all are, but I wanted it so bad. It scared me because I wanted her life. She talked about going to Hawaii. And tip number 5 is learn to paint the picture. I wanted her lifestyle. She talked about when she earned a trip to Hawaii, and Mary Kay, the company, flew them to a private island. And then they flew in the band and the music. And all of a sudden, a helicopter flew over and dropped orchids from heaven. That's exactly how she would do it. I could do it to this day. And I was like this, oh, I want that. I wanted the orchids from heaven. I wanted the travel. I wanted the dream. She sold me the dream, the lifestyle. And here I was with really big hair. I was a fitness aerobic instructor really on the side, no car. And she believed in me and she says, you can do it. And I said, okay. So I plugged into her. Of course, I drove an hour to training. I never missed a Monday night. My husband would literally come home. Here I'd go, here's the baby. And I'd get in the one car we had and drive an hour through Del Dios Highway to get over to my training to plug into her. And I tell you what, I literally would go down in my laundry room. Now, you don't have to do this now. I always tell guests, it's a whole new business now. But I thought, well, where am I going to find my people? I've got to get that car. That's step 1, because I got to get a car like right now. I got to get off campus, so to speak. So I would go down to my laundry room because we didn't have washer dryer in our apartment. And the laundry room was down this huge hill because it's really hilly in San Diego. And I would take the stroller, and those strollers back then were like a van. And I had laundry. I'd come up with anything to wash so I could go down and meet women. And I would stay down there. And this is a true story. And I would lay the posters of the Star. Back then, they had the Star brochures too. and I'd lay it over the dryer, and I'd go, all right, here comes somebody. Look cute, Cole. My son's name is Cole. And I go, look cute. And I had him all dressed up in a stroller, and the women would come in. I'd go, hi. I was so shy. And I had these posters laying out, and people would go, oh, and I go, oh, and they go, well, hi. And they were interested, and we met. And then I just, oh gosh, I'm just trying to earn this car. And and they go, well, what do you have to do? I go, oh, I'm a new consultant with Mary Kay Cosmetics. I just started my business, and I have to get 10 opinions this week of the new product. I don't know anybody. I just moved here. And they go, well, I'll help. And I go, you will? Well, I just happen to have my date book down in the towels. And I pull my date book out. It was so funny. And I booked a party. And then another one would come down, and I'd go down every day in that laundry room until I booked like 4 or 5 people in my complex to have a party. Because here's the thing, they invited people from outside the apartment building, right? So they brought their church members and their work. So that's how I met people outside. Well, I earned that car in 6 months. That was a great day. We went to Marie Callender's to celebrate. We were moving on up. And then, of course, was promoted to director the month of my birthday, and met Mary Kay Ash and all of that great stuff. And so that's my story. Can you believe it? And so I feel like I can give people hope. And that was the very late 80s. And what's really interesting, I have, like Pam, I have ridden the wave of so many different economic situations, but I was too dumb to doubt. Like I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, gosh, there's been so many times in my career when I didn't even realize there was a recession going on, because I was so driven. I was so driven in my business that I really I didn't think too much. And I just did it. So the late 80s, there was a recession. Sorry, I'm having a little battery situation. There's always something. Don't you just love this new way of doing business? So I had it all set up ready for my computer, and then with just a little snafu. So I'm so sorry, but I'm going to plug in, because that's the last thing I'm going to do is lose you on the phone after we're on a roll, because I've got some other great tips I want to share with you. So bear with me. Thank you so much. See, you too can be a national. You don't have to be perfect. That was the thing I loved so much also about Christine, is that she always made her job look easy. And she wasn't like perfect. And I thought, oh, good, because I'm not perfect. And I think that's really important too, to remember that you just do the best you can and have fun. People just really want to have fun. And you're not going to be perfect. Look at me tonight. I mean, I'm still learning all this stuff all this time later. Okay, we're good. We're back in business. Okay. So here's my little tip. So, I rode the recession back in the late 80s. I think there was another one in the 90s when I won my first trip to Switzerland, first time out of the country, lunch at the highest revolving restaurant in the world, going on to Venice, taking the gondola ride at night. And I'm crying the whole time because I couldn't believe I'm in the gondola. And I bring my mother's pink sweater all over the world with me. She passed away when I was 13. Can you believe it? And this is really interesting. Interesting because here, my fate was sealed, because my mom back then in the 50s knitted a pink sweater. I'm surprised I don't have it out. Usually I have it out with me. She knitted a pink sweater. And so when I won my first trip, I remember packing and I was going crazy all over the house. And my husband says, well, what are you doing? I go, I'm trying to find my mom's pink sweater because I want to take her to Venice with me. She never got to experience another country. And so from that point on, every trip from Maui, where we hang out at getting $400 pineapple facials, to the Great Wall of China, I took mom to seriously, Milan, Italy, Argentina. She's been all over the world, all these incredible trips. And I always take my mom's pink sweater. So what is it that really you intrinsically get excited about? And that was one of my hot buttons, being there for my son and giving him an incredible lifestyle, and also living a dream that my mother and father never got to live, because my father passed away at 22, a year before I got into Mary Kay. So I thought, I am going to take this opportunity and I'm going all the way, because they never got to, experience those things. And so that's been kind of my driving, things that have really driven me. So That's key too. What intrinsically, what is inside you that just makes you like really go crazy, and just you have to have it. You have to have that. And I'll the other time was 2006 was the Great Recession, and I debuted as a national in 2006. And I will tell you what I did that year. It was a year. Remember, you know, my favorite song, you guys all know it. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. And they sing it every year. I got the chills right now looking at you, or like, you know, talking about this, because I had a video cassette, and I would put it in my DVD player in my bedroom. So when I'm putting my makeup on, I listened to the kick, and it was the Nationals doing the kick before seminar. That's what got me going. What do you do in the morning? Like, everybody has their own rituals. For me, it's something like that, because I'm a visual. Of course, we love our prayer and meditation, all that. But for me, what got me going is I put that thing in, and I was kicking and singing, and I could see myself on that stage doing the kick. That's what drove me. And I'm going to tell you, to this day, now you guys are all going to look at me because we're in Sapphire. I'm not kidding you. Every seminar when we do the kick, I lose it. I am losing it, because that's what drove me. I put that videotape in. So get your song, get your video, you know, put the seminar tape on again, do something to keep it in your heart so that it's burning, burning, burning. So I have rode those waves. And so now here we are again in a crazy time, but you know, we just don't feel a thing. Our company is, you know, you heard everything. We're booming. And so Skin is in. It's up 203%. Everybody wants to start a business. I started talking to my area in 2016. I read Success Magazine that said by the year 2020, 50% of the population are going to be a gig economy, side hustle, direct sales. They're going to have a side business. And I started talking to them in 2016, like, all right, it's coming. You know, people are going to want to be entrepreneurs. They're going to, you want to build your teams. This is a time to get moving. And then now we get 2020, and look what happened. Wow. Not only was that true, everybody had side hustles and Uber and Lyft and whatnot, but then we got this ridiculous pandemic. But guess what happened? So now check this out is, I have my statistics here. Yeah. So 50% of the population do not want to go back to work. They don't want to go back to the office. And, you know, is in, you know, even the, I kind of got off track. Sorry. Hang on. Yeah. Bottom line is, way before the pandemic, 2 out of 3 women were already thinking, I need to start a business. And people, you know, women were going like, I need to start a business. And then this hit. And so now what women are doing, and they said that in Forbes magazine, they said that people have been reevaluating this last year, their choice of how they earn a living. Where do they want to live? Is this what they want to do? And more people are, oh, I know what it was. Before the pandemic, 900 businesses a day were being started by women. This was before the pandemic. This was like 2-3 years ago. 900 businesses a day were being started by women, entrepreneur, right? Now the pandemic hits. So we're just rolling right into, that's why we were booming. By the time 2020 hit and the pandemic hit, Mary Kay was just like, wow. And with all the new product launches, and you guys know all that. So this is the moment in time. The women have been hit the hardest during the pandemic and have been most affected financially. The 3 industries most affected were retail, hospitality, education, and healthcare. So entrepreneurship is already on the rise. It's the new woman's movement for sure. So here's my little pearls for you. Here's what I want to tell you. Along with everything I've shared, hopefully you got a few things along the way with my story, is number 1, I want you to know your value. You are, first of all, in one of the largest direct sales companies in the world. Everyone patterns themselves around Mary Kay. That's why our CEO keeps getting nominated in. He keeps becoming president of the Direct Sales Association, because everybody in direct sales is like, well, no, we want him in it because they know what they're doing. And 2, you're trained by a multi millionaire in Pam. And I know you were exposed to the incredible Pat as well. You have all you need, but also you already have it. Even, there are people that don't even have that level of education and training and mentorship, and they're doing it. Know your value, that what you're offering clients is the best of the best product, the best service, the best marketing strategy, the best marketing plan, period, end of subject. I have studied it I will go in occasionally and look around. You can't beat our marketing plan, bottom line. So know your value, and, don't worry about it. I was 24 when I built my first director, and she was twice my age. And I was worried. I was like, oh gosh, is a 40-year-old going to really listen to me? It didn't matter, because I knew what I was doing. I was passionate, and I helped my first director, who was double my age, basically. Know your numbers. Know how this marketing plan works. Every businesswoman knows where the money, how you make your money, and you should be able to roll it off your tongue. Just like, you've got the ingredients and the, I know the top things with the product line, but you've got to know this marketing plan down cold. Every month, you got to know where the money comes from and how to get it. That is so important, because when I started Mary Kay, this had to work because I didn't have another job, but my family required a dollar amount for me to be able to continue. And so I knew minimum 3 parties a week, minimum 5 interviews to 8 interviews was better a week. Talking to the career, minimum 5 new team members a month, minimum. I knew these are things. This was even before all the bonuses you get for the second layer. And I mean, my gosh, they're just throwing money at every level. Isn't it incredible? And so, okay. Oh, by the way, don't worry about trying to recruit everyone and trying to sell everyone on your product. Your job is only to expose as many people to the product and the career. That's all you focus on, is you see the many to find the few. You don't need everybody. You just need your market. Because sometimes people get frustrated, like, oh, they didn't buy. It doesn't matter. Go like, that's okay. I planted a seed. That's okay. Oh, there's one. It's just like those deck of cards, right? And you go through the deck of cards, number, face card, a team member, number, face card, and they're all recruits. So your job is to expose as many people to what we're doing and what you're doing and who you are. And next thing is be intentional. You've got to prioritize. And I always start with the hard stuff first. Call the hard leads first. Don't wait to the end. And by the way, I don't have a lot of time, but energy is so important. You have to, be really good about when you do your business, and make sure that you are, like you do your business when you're at high energy. Okay. And that's probably a whole nother training some other time, but there's a book out about that, like certain times to do your business. So I'm going to keep moving because I know I'm running out of time. Know your outcome. Tony Robbins always says you have to know your outcome. What is the outcome that you want this week, this month? Do you know that some of you don't even have a team member and you could go GIQ September 1? Why not? I've seen it. I've seen people go crazy and like, that's it. And when a woman makes up her mind to do something, step aside, sister, because it is just done. When the little switch goes off in your brain and you're like, that's it. And I know you can do it, because you know why? It's something simple like, have you ever wanted to rearrange your house and your husband or no one was around? And suddenly you can push big chests. You can move pianos. Like, you're so strong because you wanted it moved, right? Because you literally, your energy was like Superwoman, and you moved all the furniture around. Your husband came home and he goes, what happened? And the opposite's the true too. If you're not in the mood and you're like, I'm defeated, you're like, honey, could you pick up this folding chair? Like, you're weak. So it's a mindset. It's a total mindset. Okay. So think big. I would rather think big. I'd rather fail big, because then I know I thought big. Does that make sense? So if you think big and you fall just about right, but you know that, you hear that all the time. We build people. And the people build the business. We build the people and the people build the business. You don't go build a business, you build the people, which means you build your customers up and help them buy tons of product and look amazing. And you build your team members up and you get people building teams of teams. You build the people and you'll have it all. You'll have it all. The only way you can get to director and national is to build people, 100%. And this is just so much fun for me. We get juiced pouring in. Like, I'm excited. I knew I'd be wound up. I won't be able to sleep tonight because I poured into all of you. We love our job so much. Okay, so let me get back to just a few more points, and then I'm done. Okay, rewards come after the work. Rewards come after the work, and so I always did this. Like when let's just say I got on target for my car back then, or I earned the car. Then I would take my family on a weekend we lived in California, so it was easier to do, but we would go to like Disneyland for the weekend, or we would go to the mountains apple picking for the weekend. So I always rewarded my family. You treat your family like your number one customer. They're your number one team member because they are counting on you too. Let's be clear. Your family and they are counting on you because you're the one with the opportunity. It's a family business. So I always treated them really well when we did, but I had to do the work and then we went and celebrated. The other thing I did is I really involved my family. I used to always show Cole, you've heard this before, but I did it too. I would have him put stuff on the refrigerator that we were going for. And whenever he'd get a little, I would go like this, go to the refrigerator. That's why I got to go. I'll be back in a couple hours. You can do it. Love you. And so, but then I treated my family really well too. So make sure you have rewards after the work. Here's another good one. Be your own Prince Charming. Don't wait for the man on the white horse, or don't wait for the job opportunity with your other job. It's like you have it. It says you control your own happiness. You control it. No one's going to make you happy but you. And so I never blamed anybody. I thought, okay, people come, people go. I was just at a birthday party last weekend and for one of our friends, and it was friends of friends. So it was one of those mixed groups. And all of a sudden, this sharp woman, came up to me, and she'd been staring at me, and she's really sharp. And I was talking about my Say It Now project, which is a whole nother subject. But, I was videotaping the birthday guy. And I encourage all of you to do this. I want you to interview your mom and your dad and your grandma and get it on video, and then you have it. And so I videotaped him. And I said, oh, now save this for your grandbaby. They're going to love it. Okay. So she overhears and she goes, are you Bridget? And I said, well, I am. And she said, I was a consultant. You were in Oak Brook. And I said, well, yes. And I, her name and everything. And she said, you changed my life. She goes, I was never more empowered after those meetings. And so what happened was she went through a near-death experience, and she just kind of, see, we don't know what happens to people. I didn't know that story, and it's been 12 years since I knew her. So when people kind of fade out of your life, don't take it personally. But she came back and said, you changed my life. I was empowered. I used all that training and have used it in my other job. And you know what? I was happy. I said, we change lives. Some stay, some don't, but you get rewarded emotionally later, because if you know that you're spreading your fairy dust, we're changing the world. Okay. And the world needs us right now. We need to put our pink fairy dust all over and really bring joy and love to people. Okay. So, and you are closer to success than you think. And don't forget, I want two more things really quick. If you've ever heard of Mel Robbins, please listen to her. She's great. She has the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 thing. And you have 5 seconds before your brain is going to talk you out of doing something. So when you see a sharp woman at the grocery store, 5, 4, 3, 2, excuse me, you need to quick say something, because if you get to 1, your brain is going to come up with a reason to not talk to her. Okay. Or to not do something. So count backward whenever you get scared or you just get lazy. Go 5, 4, and don't ever get to 1. That's her secret. That's a big one. And the last thing I will share, I could go on and on. I love you guys so much. And I can't even see your faces, but I can feel your energy through my phone. So I can feel your love. And I love that so much. But I'm gonna end on one of my favorite stories. Okay. And this kind of summarizes everything I said. True story. It was in San Diego, California. And all of a sudden, and they do whale watching out on Coronado Island. And all of a sudden, the big whales were getting beached and dying. And the marine biologists were like, oh my gosh, what is going on? All the whales are getting beached. And this whole beach was lined up with, unfortunately, these beautiful whales. So the marine biologists did this huge study, and I'm keeping it really short and simple. And they found out what happened. The whales, for some reason, were coming up to the shore, and they were eating on the minnows, the little small fish. Well, the big whale, that wouldn't sustain a whale. The whale has to go way out in the deep, deep sea and get the big fish to sustain their life. And so the message is, don't swim around with the minnows, the people that aren't interested, or they're just the small fish. Go deep, deep, deep into the deep sea. Go deep sea hunting for the big fish, for your clients, that VIP client, and that incredible team member and offspring directors. Go deep sea fishing. Don't delay. You will have it all. You will travel the world with us. You guys have the opportunity to make even more money than Pam and I. The opportunity is so huge right now that you just absolutely need to seize the moment. And we would love to see you travel the world with us. Mwah.
Oh, Bridget, oh my gosh, that was amazing. Oh, I just knew you were going to be amazing. I'm looking at the comments, and oh, you're unbelievable. I mean, I was so touched. First of all, I'm just going to say a couple of things before you go, and then we'll let you go. But just the story about your mom and the sweater, and it's kind of like that, finding that passion, that legacy, continuing a legacy with your family and what you've done. And I mean, I almost want to cry just thinking about it. I mean, that was just so beautiful. And I mean, you are where you are because of what a beautiful soul that you have and who you are. And I'm just proud to be your friend. And, for those of you that don't know, like the first time that the reason Bridget and I got kind of like connected was I was living in Alexandria, Virginia, and there's several consultants probably on this call that were part of all, but Bridget and I were both directors. One of Bridget's offsprings, Beth, was a very good friend of mine in Alexandria, Virginia. And we started a training center together. And so we did all things. And so Christine would come. And, when you were talking about Christine, I mean, she did that same thing to me. And I think we can never forget that. Like, she would paint that vision, and she would always just put this in you when you would sit there with her. And I'll never forget going to dinner after a guest event that we did with Christine, and she looked at me and she just said, and just like how you were talking, like, I don't know how to do it, but she just grabbed my face and she was just like, Pam, sweetheart, you are going to be a national sales director. And I don't even know why I believed her, but I just did. And she said, you've got what it takes, but she did that. And yeah. I think your point was so important about just selling that vision and believe in people. And I just looked at her like, wow. I mean, of course I had my mom, but of course it's my mom, right? Yeah. But when someone else said that to me, and she was like my mom, sharp, like my mom, like the classy woman that had done all these great things. And she looked at me and said that, it gave me that belief. So I don't think any of us can ever underestimate the power of believing in someone and taking a second just to say it out loud. I mean, I think that's just so important. And then, of course, through that, Bridget and I got to know each other. We both became nationals, and just everything that you said was like spot on of exactly how I think and how everything I want my national area to hear. And I just love you so much. And in fact, I mean, everyone's been commenting all these things
I-
and saying, like, they want to be in 15 feet of you. So maybe like when this pandemic is over, Bridget, and you know,
I would love it.
that we do something together with our people, you know, we could be together doing an event or something like that. And I would love that. I really would.
Well, my people are all out there. I mean, they're in North Carolina and Charlotte, and you know, so yes, I would love. I would love to meet your precious consultants and directors. It would be amazing. Yeah.
And I know we can make that happen. One of my consultants just asked, like when you were talking, they asked about the book you were talking about on energy. Could you tell everyone what that book actually is? Do you know offhand, or we could?
Yeah. So, oh my gosh, I have so many good ones. There's one that, what in the heck is the name of? It's actually about doing things the right. What I'm going to do, I promise you, when I'm done, I'm going to just text you and you can just put it out. I'll take a picture of the front of the books, and that'd be even better. And that way you'll have it and you can put it out to your area. That's what I'll do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Or visual. So I'll just take a picture and send it to you. Yeah.
I'm actually so excited about the Mel Robbins one, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How awesome is that, right?
Yeah, Mel Robbins, great. And that is totally right, spot on, how we talk ourselves out of things if we don't take action. So yes. So I will definitely send you some things to check out. Yeah.
Great. And then just lastly, before we let you go and move on, you know, I loved like what you said about how, you know, you were what, 22, 23, you only bought a lip gloss at that appointment, but you bought the career.
Yeah.
You bought the opportunity, and we can never just not do that. Like, I think we put our own assumptions in so many times, and we think, oh, they're not going to want this. Like, just because I'm excited, you never know what people are going through. Right.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And she recruited a national sales director.
He recruited a national sales director, right, from one lip gloss. Oh my gosh, like how amazing. Well, you know what, my friend? Yeah. I love you and I appreciate you and thank you for your time tonight. And we have all loved it so much. And I just cannot wait to see you again. Let's talk soon, okay?
Bye. Love you all. Bye, consultant director.
Love you. Bye.
Go do it. Okay, bye.
Wow, that was amazing. Oh my gosh, I was just so excited. I got excited. And I think that's a thing, right? It's like when we're together and we hear our stories and we hear other inspirational people, it just inspires us. So I know we're running late, but we're just going to take a few minutes. I know it's like we just started the seminar year. So it's July recognition, so it won't take long, but let's see who our winners are. And you know what we're going to do, because of course we do this. We're going to start with happy birthdays for the month of July. And I just want to wish all of you a happy birthday. Wow. Well, I hope that you had the best birthday ever. And of course, we always also love to celebrate our Mary Kay anniversaries. So how many years that you have been in Mary Kay? Let's see who had happy anniversaries in the month of July. And, you know, I just want to say a couple shout outs. I mean, when I was looking at that list of anniversaries, the one thing I love about our national area is we really stick with it, don't we? And we stick together. And when I saw Tammy Ortiz, 29 years. And I know all of you know, and if you don't, if you're new, Tammy is not only my good friend, not only our executive assistant, but she has been a Mary Kay beauty consultant for 29 years. Dawn Hicks, 27 years. Linda McGehee, 25. Julia Hope, 21. And then, of course, you saw that the list went on. And I'm so proud of all of you. I see Barbara Cummings. Yours was in July. Happy anniversary. And just so excited because we're going to stick together through all of this. It's sometimes hard to believe that we've all been part of the business for so long, but it's because our business is great. Congratulations to all of you. I love you so much. Thank you for sticking with us and being here. And so, as we move on, the new promotion for this year, we know, is called Powered by Pink. And so our new jewelry, for every month that you order a 600 wholesale, our designer, and I can't think of the name, someone will type it in. I know the name. I just watched it and saw him. He's amazing. But all of it is going to be pink because pink was Mary Kay's signature. There you go. Pink was Mary Kay's signature color. And he has designed so many beautiful pieces this year that I know that you're not going to want to miss. We know that when you do your 600, July through every month that you do 600, you'll get a piece of jewelry. But July through December, then you get something extra. And then January through June, something extra. And if you do all the 12 months, another piece to make that collection come together. So let's see who has already earned their first pieces of jewelry. Wow, congratulations, guys. You are off to a great start in this new seminar year. And now I think it's time for another giveaway.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Yay.
He was a great speaker. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Lisa, wasn't she amazing?
Yes. Wow.
Yes.
All right. Giveaway number 2 in the comment section. Please type the answer to this question. What Mary Kay experience opens in September? This was so exciting to hear about at seminar and to know that we have this opportunity to have this virtual experience. What is it? What Mary Kay experience opens in September?
Well, and Lisa, as they're putting in the chat, I was reading about all of this and watching about it. And do you know that we're the only direct selling company that offers something that's going to be like this? I mean, right now, I'm sure others will join in, but right now, Mary Kay is leading the way in a virtual experience for our customers that I think is going to be amazing. I'm so excited about it.
I was talking today to Melissa Davis, and she mentioned, and I think she has part of the answer there.
Yes,
but she just mentioned, but then there comes Barb. Woohoo, Barb! Congratulations, Barbara. Barbara has went through the whole experience already and has really found a lot of great information. But Melissa mentioned to me, wouldn't it be cool if they did that as part of our seminar next year? Like that could be the virtual part for those that can't go to seminar. Could there be something how that would work for those who aren't able to attend? So we're just super excited about it.
Oh my gosh. Well, I love that. So Barbara and Melissa, I think they're both winners because they both knew. But here's the thing. So congratulations, guys. Here's the thing. Yes, what you're saying is so true, Lisa. And I think they'll be able to do that. I think the company will be able to do that.
Yeah.
And how amazing.
And we have asked for, the question of, for those people who can't travel yet, even this time next year, they just know that their health will not allow that or whatever. What offerings would there be? Could that be it? So that would be really cool.
Well, I believe that the company is going to recognize that, and they are going to come up with all kinds of great things like that, so that we can all stay connected no matter what our situations are, right?
Right.
And we can, more people can see everything. So that is amazing.
At one point on seminar, one of the parts where there was just a small little sub glitch, where we stopped and paused for a minute during our seminar presentation. It said on the top of my screen that there was 170,000 people watching.
Whoa.
Viewing that at that moment. And to me, that is huge, because seminar has only been 10 to 12,000 at a time in each group of 4 groups. So that's only 50,000 people or 60,000 people that have been able to experience seminar. There was 170,000 people on at that one little moment in time. So I was very impressed this year. So
yes, and we totally can reach so many more people, and I think we're all learning that, right? Even through our virtual experiences with skincare classes, all the things we're doing online, we can reach so many people, and then that just proved it once again. Right. I don't think we're leaving that behind. I think that will continue to go. So that's great. Thank you for that question, Lisa. That was amazing, and I'm excited. When does it launch? Is it September 1st?
It launches in September. We're so excited.
I can't wait. I know you guys and your customers will be excited too. Awesome. Thanks, Lisa. See you in a minute. Wow. Well, next, we're just going to recognize, we're going to move on to the Reds with Reds. One of the things the company has been focusing on is that if you choose as a consultant to not only sell your product to your customers, but if you choose to build a team, you're going to be bonused when you build red jackets on your team. And I was excited to see our teams. So these are consultants that have reds on their teams. Let's see who they are. Congratulations, guys, from the Stephanie Linnard unit, and just so proud of you, because you know what? As we're teaching our people to build their teams and become stronger, that's only going to make us stronger when we do have a goal to become an independent sales director. Well, you know, it's always been said that if it's free, it's for me. And one of the things we love in this business is our career car program. Now, it is available for anyone that chooses to do the work to build the teams to earn the cars. And I just want to recognize for a second our sales directors that are career car achievers. Yay! And I love that. And, you know, as you guys are watching this, you know, just know, we know it takes a lot of effort and work to earn those career cars. However, it's been such a perk that I have enjoyed. And I just wanted to say, as a national sales director, you know, we now at this level, the company does as a perk, we get our career cars. And so I was just reading about the new Cadillacs, the new Escalades. They're going to be amazing. And if you haven't had a chance, check those out online. Self-driving, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. Mine self-parks, and I haven't even tried it. But self-driving, and it's amazing. $100,000 cars or $98,000 cars that they give us for doing our job. And, you know, even going to all the different car levels, those are available to you. Since I graduated from college, I did earn the use of my first career car, and I have not had a car payment or an insurance payment because of what the company covers since then. What a great perk when we choose to move up into leadership and build a team in Mary Kay. So exciting. Okay, so moving on. We all know that to earn a car, we always have said stars win cars, right? The Star Consultant program has always been just a staple of our business. The company has always really praised us, and we earn gifts for being a star consultant in any given quarter. We know that we're in the first quarter of this seminar year, and we are excited because there are some new adjustments that are going to be happening where not only are we going to be able to earn prizes each quarter, but then also those credits, we could earn credits that will roll over and keep rolling over to earn experiences and trips. And we're going to be learning about this in September. However, this program is what it takes to really build a successful business. And I really wanted to just recognize those of you that are on target. We know that this quarter started on, it started June 16th and it goes until September 15th. Some of you have already earned your star and you're even moving up to higher star levels and higher credits. But let's see who our on target star consultants currently are. Awesome. Congratulations, guys. And I know many more of you will be stars before this quarter ends, September 15th, no doubt. And I'll tell you what, I can't wait until next month when we can really talk about what these new programs are going to be that they're putting with, they're not taking anything away, but they're putting with the Star Consultant program, and what these experiences and these trips that we will be able to earn can really mean to us. Going to be just amazing. As we move into the last part of our program, we want to recognize, we always normally recognize our year to date, right? And then we do monthly recognition and year to date. However, we just started, right? So all of the monthly of July is also our year to date. But let's see how everyone just kind of kicked out and started this seminar year. We're going to start with our consultants, our top consultants in the personal sales court. Let's see who they are. Wow, congratulations, guys. Way to make it happen and to get out of the gate fast. What did Mary Kay always say, right? Many a race is won at the starting gate. So now let's see our top sales directors for the month of July in the personal court of sales. Wow, congratulations, Kathy, number one. Yay. It's going to be a great year. I can already feel the excitement. Next, we're going to talk about the personal court of sharing. Now, as we're going through this, I just want you to think about this. Right now is the time to set your goals, not only to do one court, but what about 2 courts? And what about 3 if you're a sales director? We can have this momentum continue and to grow and grow and grow. So our sales director and beauty consultants, we combine in the court of sharing. And let's see how we did in July and who our top people are. great. I think maybe we could put it in the chat. I think we maybe missed the personal recruit category, but the unit recruit category was great. And congratulations to those achievers and Lisa Zimmerman for being #1. Yay, congratulations. And then, of course, the last cohort that we always like to recognize for our sales directors is the unit wholesale cohort. And of course, these are our top sales directors. And let's see what your units did in the month of July. Unit wholesale. Congratulations, guys. Of course, you've seen all those faces before because they are leaders in our national area. And I'm so proud of each and every one of you for leading the way. And there's no doubt that this is going to be such an incredible seminar year. I just know it. And, as we're, celebrating all of the July success, another thing that I always like to show on these events are the sizes of the sales units, because we want to build up in every unit 50 or more unit members and moving on to 100. So let's just see where our unit stands right now. And of course, as beauty consultants, you can help your directors as you're building into your red jacket, as you're building your team of teams, you're going to help your directors to move up. So let's see our top units with unit size. Wow, that's amazing. And I just want to say this, all of you are great, but Stephanie and Lisa over 100. And I hope that everyone is striving for that, because I will say that, the more people that you have on your teams as beauty consultants, of course, the easier things get. And as sales directors, the more people in your unit, the easier it gets, but it's also more fun helping others to build their businesses and to become successful. So I think right now it may be time for another giveaway.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Woohoo! So exciting.
I love it.
The last and final giveaway for tonight. Are you ready? Are you guys typing in your deal? How many $1 million sales units were there this seminar year in the United States? This was a record-breaking year. So exciting. And to hear them speak and to know that the #1 and #2 were in the Sapphire seminar for the whole United States, and that the #1 did her million in 9 months and then did 550,000 the final 3 months. That's half of what she did in the first 9. I mean, that is momentum. Wow. I was so impressed.
I mean, Lisa, seriously. And I just saw that Melissa put in 32, and that's correct. And that was record-breaking.
Seminar.
But that was correct. 32. And also, I don't know if anyone knows this. I'll throw it out. It's not for a prize, but in case you know, how many were first timers? This is what impressed me even more.
Over half.
Yes. 20 were first time. First timers, 20. Think about that for a minute. I'll never forget, Lisa, I was a sales director, and it was the first time that I did a unit club, right? Mm-hmm. And I was behind stage, and I met this sales director, and she's actually from Michigan. And she wasn't in my group because she had done the trip. She had done 650,000. But do you know when she debuted? January 1st. And by June 30th, she had done 650,000 in sales. Yeah. I was blown away. But what it made me think was anything was possible, Yes. And I looked at those $1 million directors. I heard their stories, 20 first timers. How amazing. anything is possible, right? When you
Yes.
really believe. How cool is that?
Very, very, very exciting. I mean, I have so many. This is a brand new notebook, and it is more than halfway full just from this seminar.
Well, Lisa, I want you to do this. I want you to look in your notebook and not right this second, but
Great.
I'm going to finish up. We have just a couple more things to do, but at the end, before we close, when I'm doing the close, I want you to pop back on, and I want you to give us just 3 big takeaways from seminar that you had to share with the group. Would you mind doing that?
No problem.
Okay, great. So we'll see you in a minute. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Awesome. So next, really fast, in closing, we're just going to do a quick lineup because we want to know who our new consultants are from last month. We want to see our senior consultants, our red jackets. We're just going to go through the ranks of our national area to see where everyone is. So let's start with our new beauty consultants from the month of July. So proud of you. And welcome to all of you. We're so proud to have you as part of our national area. And you are at the right place at the right time. And so as a new beauty consultant, of course, if you choose to build a team and you add a team member, you're now a senior consultant, right? It's your first promotion. So now you're earning a commission, 4% commission on your team, as well as your 50% in your sales. So let's meet our senior consultants. Wow, congratulations, guys. And of course, we know that once you have 3 to 4, you are now a star team builder. You are eligible to wear that beautiful red jacket and earn even bigger bonuses. First time reds earn $100 just for doing that. Is that amazing? And of course, that is the first step towards building your team. Let's meet our star team builders. Awesome. Congratulations, ladies. And I love when we do our Red Jacket Luncheons on Zoom. Can't wait to see all of you there the next time we do that meeting. It's going to be great. I love to get to know all of you. So next, our team leaders. So that's 5 to 7 on your team. You're now a team leader. Your commissions go up, and it's an exciting time as you're building that great team. Let's meet our team leaders. Congratulations, because we know the next step is elite team leader, and I'm so proud of our elite team leader. So when you have Yay, Crystal. Congratulations. We know you're going to be one of our next Offspring sales directors. Congratulations. And we know that your commissions continue to go up when you reach that elite team leader status with 8 or more on your team. The company has been so generous with all of the bonuses and commissions that they are offering. And so I know many more are going to be moving up to that next position of Mary Kay Independent Sales Director, the top 2% of our entire company. So let's meet our U.S. sales directors. And of course, our senior sales directors, those who have promoted at least 1 or more offsprings under them, who are our senior sales directors. Wow, congratulations, guys. You are all amazing. And I want to bring Lisa back on real quick as we close the show. I know we've gone a little long, but I know you all enjoyed Bridget. And I kind of agree with Lisa. This just came to me because I just thought Seminar, the company did such a great job this year. With everything that they did to make it great. And I did want to say this. I noticed, and maybe I didn't see it all. So if there's anyone else, put it in the chat. But Stacy Brown from Ann Alexis Hamilton's unit won one of the giveaways that the company did. That was pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, so cool.
Yeah, so I was so excited. That's always so much fun to win those, you know.
Yes.
The company gives those great prizes. It's just
we love
really
to know
awesome.
who the winners are. Yeah.
I know. But anyway, I just want to say this, you know, tonight was great. Seminar was great. This year is going to be great. We are going to stick together. We are going to be better together. And I'm just so proud of each and every one of you getting out of the gate. But I thought it'd be great just to kind of close. Lisa, if you want to share a few things that you took from Seminar.
Okay, so I think that the very first thing and the main thing and the thing that we should all think that Seminar was about is dreams. It was all about dreaming big, dreaming. And the only way to make your dreams come true is to have action. So action, dreams equal action, action equals dreams. Today, not tomorrow. And all dreams are attached to people. So they're attached to you personally, they're attached to your sales director, they're attached to your national sales director. All of our dreams in this business are attached to people, and it goes from one level to the next. So there's so many people part of your dreams. The future, or actually, Bridget said this also, there is fortune in the follow-up. So never sell something unless you are going to follow up and make sure they love it, and follow up and make sure they need more of it, and then follow up, follow up, follow up. So that is where your fortune is in sales and in team building. And the last thing that I thought was the truly, besides dreaming, was the most important thing that was said was we have to buy into the culture of Mary Kay. And it's been, for those who have joined in the last year and a half during the situation that we've been in with the pandemic, you may not have understood the culture quite yet. Some of you may have, but those of us that have been around for 2 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 27 years, 28 years, 29 years, Tammy, woo, baby. So you know the culture of Mary Kay. And the only way you're going to find it, if you don't know it, is to talk to somebody who has been around longer, read her Mary Kay autobiography that the company provides you in your starter kit, and watch her speak on videos and listen to her on tapes and recordings. That is how you build your, I'm getting chill bumps, build your dreams with Mary Kay, is to know what the culture is about and go for that culture. If we ask you to wear a skirt, wear a skirt. It's the culture. If we ask you to put your makeup on when you go out and run your errands, put your makeup on. It's the culture. We are the culture, and we are that example for all of the women that are out there and the men out there that we meet of Mary Kay. So we are that example. So enjoy the culture.
I love that. I love that. And, you know, Bridget said that she was so impressed when Christine got out of that car, how she looked. You know, we always need to remember that. Those first impressions, of course, you know, I mean, that's not who everyone is, but it is lasting what people see. And so be your best self, and it will make a difference in how people perceive you, no doubt. Well, that was great, Lisa. This was a great night. And I want everyone to know I'm so proud that I was able to represent you as the #2 national sales director, the #2 national area in the Sapphire Seminar, #11 nationwide. Woohoo! Here will be even because of people like you. Congratulations, and let's make August even better. Love you guys. Have a great night.
Good night.
Thanks, Lisa.
Yep.
Good night.